All right, so we sitting at 100%, man. We good. 200 amp hours. That's what the battery is. It's gonna bring in a little more watts. Then you'll see all the 4 bars light up to let me know if this battery is completely charged. So that's why it's bringing in 280. Fluctuating right now. It's actually past 53.7. I just don't know how to get it to 57.8 that's where it's really at. And like I said, I only the pumps on that right now. And this just was a quick update video before I go into work so I can record in the morning. And on the 24 volt, we're at 23.8, 57%, 3.3 kilowatts have been brought in. I guess the sun is kind of going up and down. That's why the solar fluctuating like that. The house is bringing in 260 watts using 3.14 amps. So we're almost at 5 kilowatts. That's how much we would have, how much we pulled out of the battery. 5 kilowatts, we're at 4.9. So I'll see y'all in the morning to let y'all know what the house, without me being here, I really don't keep nothing on, but I'll still let you know what the house uses while I'm not at home. And we'll see what the pump do, if it'll bring it down to a certain percentage. So I'll see y'all in the next video. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. I am the Texas off-grid guy. All right, so it's the next morning. I just got off work. It is 10:30. And the 10K sitting at 93%, 53 volts, bringing in 0.24 amps, 12 watts. Not really using nothing. And we ran the batteries down to 25%. So we're down to 25%. It's the next day. It's overcast. I think we're supposed to be getting some rain. We're not supposed to get no sun until Saturday, I believe. So that test right there, we're gonna bring it in 151 watts. So, we charging, but we also using, right now we're using 72 watts. So it's not a lot. It's not a lot of watts at all. And we're probably not gonna get fully charged today because it's overcast. But, we'll get close. And I wanna, show y'all, that without that generator kicking in and charging the batteries, which I don't have hooked up right now. If I do this system like that, I would have to manually go out there and hook the generator up and bring in the plug for the input side over there and then charge the batteries and have the house run on the generator until the batteries are, at least 80% charged, So when they get to 80% charged, then, to kick off, and then we can run the, house back on the the inverter. Because this one right here, you can't have the output and the input in at the same time. Like the MPP solar, you can have both of them. But on the power jack, you cannot have both of them on. Output and input. You can't have them on at the same time. So that's the, cons, pros and cons with everything. This inverter, I don't like that. But it do charge the batteries, And that's the way it's supposed to go anyway. You're supposed to run the house off the generator. The generator is supposed to supply the power as, it's charging the batteries. So, like I say, I like this one. Hey. So we'll see. Let's see what we used. Okay, so we done took out 7.3 kilowatt hours out of the battery. So we took that out of a 6 kilowatt hour battery. That's pretty good, With the help of the sun, the solar, because the solar was coming in, so that did boost up, the capacity and stuff like that, especially when the batteries was charging and the solar was still coming in and I was using it. It was actually boosting it up. So I'm about to go to sleep, and when I wake up, I'm gonna show you what we sitting at. You know, like I said, we're bringing in 57 watts right now. Point what we had on the amps, 1 amp. So I'll see y'all in the next video. All right, guys. So I'm back up. It's about 3:30. We got 100% on the 10K. And on the 24 volt, battery sitting at 21.8. We only accumulated 54 amp hours. Battery at 26%. Only bringing in 54, 56 watts. Like I said, it's an overcast day. Had a little rain today. And right now the house is using 202 watts. And we pulled 8.1 kilowatts out of the batteries. If you can see, house using the power factor by 160 watts. 811 watts. I mean amps. As if you see right there, the amps coming out of the battery, the power factor. So that's where we at. And now, you know, that's with the fan on. Like I say, the refrigerator definitely runs. And I wanted to show y'all something. I was watching some videos. I was watching some videos and a guy was talking about living off grid. And, you know, like he said, like a lot of people were saying he's not truly off grid. And because he used a propane stove. Okay, when I say I'm off grid, I mean the utility grid. I'm off the utility grid. Me personally, I'm not gonna use a wood burning stove. You know, I'm not going remotely off grid. I'm just off the utility grid, using my own power. That's the meaning of off grid for me. You know, so if you want to, you know, be off grid, completely remotely off grid, hey, that's fine. I still have internet. I still use propane. I don't have to. And I also seen one person walk with a bucket of water and he go get his water and stuff like that. You don't have to do that off grid. I mean, people, you know, get it confused. You know, it's really not like that. All right, so I want to show y'all that I just click this and water comes right out. You don't have to do all that, you know, going out there getting buckets out the water and stuff like that. You don't have to do that. Okay, so this gonna complete my test. Well, not gonna complete my test, but because I still gotta let the system run down, you know, see what it do tomorrow. We still might have overcast days and we might not bring in that much solar, so I want to see what it does tomorrow. And if it do go low tomorrow to where I have to hook up the generator, I will hook up the generator to show y'all that, you know, this is an 80 amp battery charger. It will charge the batteries back up to like, I think 75 to 80%, I believe. And then we can, you know, go back to using it normal. I'm gonna have the house running off the generator while it's charging the batteries back up. Probably take about 2 hours because 80 amps is a lot of amps, you know, to charge a battery with. You can, that's like full charge with this charge controller, you know. All right, so as you can see, it's kind of overcast today. And that's the reason why the solar wasn't bringing in that many watts. So we'll see what it do tomorrow. And like I said, I'm gonna charge the batteries using that 80 amp charger on the inverter. I'm gonna charge that with the generator and stuff, so y'all can see how that works. I don't have the automatic Generac generator hooked up yet, and once I get that hooked up, then I'll run tests on, you know, what happens. I'm gonna cut off the power, and then I'll show you how that'll kick on and charge the batteries and cut back off and stuff like that. So that's all I wanted to show y'all, that, you know, we got cloudy days for the next 2 days. I think Saturday, like I say, will be the day we get some sun again, and I can charge charge the batteries back up. But this is how I live. This is live. Like I say, everything that I do is live, showing you the real truth about living off grid with a 24 volt system or a 48 volt system. If I had a 12 volt, I'll show you how a 12 volt work, but I don't. But this is, everything that I'm doing is live. Every day I go to work, come home, record, and I show y'all how my system do. You know, so y'all will see this is how I live. Off grid will work if you size your system right. So I'll see y'all in the next video. This is part 3, and I'm ending part 3. Part 4 will be next. I'll start recording that tomorrow when I get off work, because I'm headed to work right now. See y'all in the next video.